I would make you have sex with that bath soap. Because you know what's going to happen? You're going to get it all lubed up. You're going to come. It's going to get right in your penis hole. I want you to feel what that's like. I want you to feel Sydney Sweeney's bathwater in your penis hole.
I like to care, but I don't know. Your words can't shake my bones, though. I'm stronger than you know. Your fire can't melt my soul, no.
Do a little chatting.
Yep.
Piss a few people off. A lot more than a few, probably. Everyone.
We're going to piss a lot of people off. But I think we're going to also make a lot of people happy because we're going to say what they want to say, what they're thinking. We're going to say the quiet part out loud.
If you don't find something to relate to, like, get out of here.
Get out.
Look right in the eyes. Get out.
Out.
I'm just kidding.
Bye.
In the shadows, I found my light. In the chaos, I found my fight.
We're excited to announce that we're partnering with GhostBed. Their mattresses are crazy comfortable and super cool, literally, thanks to their patented cooling technology. And they ship right to your door. If you're ready to level up your sleep,
head on over to ghostbed.com/unfiltered for 10% off their already insanely low prices.
Scary low. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered and Unfazed. I'm your host, Tessa.
I'm Heather.
Yeah, so we're currently touching a little bit on like the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle. It can like go into, the next subject. Okay, so basically there's this commercial and it's for American Eagle jeans, right?
Okay.
And on the surface it seems like a really innocent commercial. Like it doesn't seem like anything that's like me. I didn't see the first snippet of the commercial that I saw and think, oh, this is definitely like promoting some weird form of eugenics, until I watched the whole thing. Okay. So there's this part where she's talking about, like, the one that I saw, like they're like, obviously they're looking at her body because she's wearing full denim.
Okay.
And she's talking about how like genes are passed down from generation to generation, blah, blah, blah. Like it like scans up to her face and she goes like, my genes are blue, like referring to her blue genes and also to her eyes. Right.
Okay.
Which is like, whatever. And that's the first one that I saw. And I was like, oh, like, I mean, I think people might be overreacting a little bit. Like, right. I mean, it's weird that she's talking about like genes getting passed down from generation to generation. Like,
oh, and then we're talking about genes.
Yeah, but we're talking about
genes.
Yeah, like blue genes,
right? But I think, is that where it's going?
Yeah, okay. But then she starts talking about like your genes determine the composition of your body. I have good genes. They'll never tell you that your like, and so it just keeps going and going and going, and it kind of is giving a little bit like superior race kind of vibes, kind of like the only people that like have good genes are the ones that have blue genes, the ones that look like Sydney Sweeney, who is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl.
Got it.
Right. And so it's just kind of like the internet's getting kind of upset about it right now because they're like, no. She's 27 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, she's not 15.
Right.
She knows what she's saying.
Right.
She knows how it's coming off. It's very obvious how people would have taken this.
Okay.
So
I'll be the objective one in this, so I'll let you finish.
Right. So basically, like, that's pretty much the gist of it. But people are like, the extremist side of people are saying, okay, this is Nazi propaganda.
Right.
And I'm like, no,
and I can see how.
Right.
However,
right.
If it was not a blue-eyed, blonde-haired
but
white girl.
I think that's the point. Is that it is.
Right.
And they specifically chose her to say those things.
Right.
So I'm like, it's like,
but
yeah.
Had it not been, I know that it is, but had it not been, I don't think people would be talking about it.
And they wouldn't, because but if somebody was like, oh, my genes are brown, that's like, it wouldn't it doesn't fit the commercial, but it is weird for her to say, I have good genes, like
Right.
The composition of your body, like that and that, like saying all of that and stuff, like that's kind of
I
weird.
get it. And I get why people would think that that's going in that direction. Right. But again, I have to be objective.
If it was Brad Pitt that did this commercial, I don't think people would feel the same way.
Right. It's a white, blonde. She's blonde, right?
Yeah.
Blue-eyed,
very attractive
pretty
woman.
young girl.
Yeah. Right. And I feel like the equivalent of her would be Brad Pitt as a guy.
Even if it was a white, blue-eyed, overweight girl, I think it'd be fine. Like, I think it's specifically
right.
And there is a little bit of me that wants to be like, that's also not fair,
right?
But you do have to, like, we always talk about context and intent. You do have to be like, okay, how is this going to be taken? And maybe they,
and especially
wanted it to be taken that way, or maybe they are trying to prove a point, like you said, like, well, if it was somebody else, whether it be a different race, a different size, a different this, a different that,
literally any of these things different, like blonde
hair,
they
might be trying to prove a point, like, why do we have to be scared to say something like that?
Yeah.
Because we're going to get backlash.
Right.
Because right now it seems as though, I mean, I don't want to say the whole white privilege thing. It drives me nuts, but like there is, and people also, unpopular opinion,
right,
where I think you could be racist towards a white person, but there are plenty of people that say you can't even be racist towards a white person because a white person hasn't earned that struggle to be called anything other than positive things, which I don't necessarily agree with, but they say you can't be racist towards white people because we're not a minority.
Crazy.
But
I usually just call those people idiots, though. I'm like, you're so dumb.
I'm like, so
you're
racism,
right
I thought,
now.
is a discrimination on race.
Yeah.
It didn't say specific races.
Right.
It's race.
Right.
So the people that are like stupid white girl.
Right.
That's okay because I've seen the arguments in comments and stuff on things, and I'm trying to understand it. I'm like, okay, let me read it. Let me see your argument.
I just don't think that necessarily applies to this situation.
Right.
Yeah, but I do understand like where you're coming from and like what you're saying and like how like being white is almost like punishable nowadays.
Yes.
Like
yes.
But I do understand that, but I don't think that has anything to do with this specific commercial.
You think that they were trying to?
I think that they were
make a statement, make a point.
I think they were trying to see what they could get away with.
Right.
Right. Just like the whole bathwater thing, just like the whole, because again, Sydney Sweeney being involved in this, I think this is just another way for her to try and push the boundary.
Is American Eagle an American, it doesn't matter that American's in a title by any means,
right?
Is American Eagle an American owned brand? Because I want to say there was like, God, I'm really could be messing this up, but I want to say there was like a water heater brand we used to deal with that was, it might have even been called American, and I believe it was not like an American brand, like just because the name. Who owns this? Where's everything made? Well, where it's made doesn't really, I mean, I don't think it's American made because I don't think anything, very few big companies are American made. We should do a whole ASMR episode on me chewing ice.
No, literally just you chewing ice. So it does say that it is
and digging in my cup.
It's like a people own stakes in it. There's no individual sole like owner. The Schottenstein family. I can't say that.
That sounds very German.
Schottenstein or Jewish. One of the two. Because it's Stein, right? I feel like that's Jewish.
Yeah. It's the way you were saying it.
Oh, it's because I know German pronunciations.
Sounded very
of things,
German.
Not Hebrew. Like I was pronouncing it like it was a German name. You're right. But yeah,
which would
American
definitely
Eagle, Aerie, Todd Schneider, unsubscribed. Those
like
are all
you're
the
talking
brands.
about like Aryan.
Yeah.
Superiority.
I am talking about Aryan superiority, like because like
have they made any statements or comments in response to this or?
I haven't looked to see any responses from it. Yeah,
I have to see it myself and then I'll.
Well, there's like multiple versions of it. Is the thing.
That child better not be in here.
No, if he's in here, like trying
Logan.
to scare us again.
Okay.
Anyways, so while like, I don't think it's necessarily like, it's not like super right in your face, but it's just like the more she says, the worse it gets. Like if she had just said one of the things.
Okay. So it's a culmination. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
It's like,
I have to see it. I can't judge it off of not
clip,
seeing it. I was just trying to be objective.
The fourth, and you're like, okay. And these were the options of dialogue. All of these were the only options of dialogue. Because Sydney Sweeney is a beautiful, it takes nothing for her to be able to sell a pair of jeans.
Right.
Like,
they didn't have to do all that, doing too much DTM.
And yeah. But like a whole monologue about how she has great genes.
Yeah.
Is kind of
I see it.
Just a little bit like.
And also,
okay,
so if you're not if you're not that, then unfortunately we're not blessed with good genes.
Okay, if
and
you don't,
the whole play on words is cute,
right?
Genes,
like,
genes.
And I get that because like it's cute and like I understand like celebrating your heritage. And Sydney Sweeney is a beautiful girl and she has nothing to be ashamed of for being beautiful.
Yeah,
like she does have great genes. You know what I mean? Like she's beautiful.
Which see, I don't even. I be seeing some people. Their parents are beautiful people and they're not, and vice versa,
or like they're the only one in their family that is like that level of societally attractive. Yeah, like I've seen that a ton. Like,
I mean, I just saw a thing regarding her about the whole bathwater thing, and it was a guy, and you know, a lot of times men make these reels and you're like, it's to make women upset, and then some men will say, oh, they don't live that life, they're making a reel to get views, but they're talking about how men should act a certain way and blah blah blah.
Oh, 100%.
And I saw one that was like, if your man buys that soap, he's cheating. Like they're calling it micro cheating, and here's why. They were like, you should not be interested in buying soap that has like another woman's bathwater in it, even though it's a gimmick and this and that. It's the fact that you're like, I want to wash my body with this. And I was like, it is kind of weird, which we thought it was weird anyways.
Well,
but, and like, let's be real, I can almost guarantee there's not any bathwater in the fucking soap.
No,
I don't care what they say. I don't care if they say
no,
we guarantee it. No.
Yeah, because
that's not even sanitary.
That's illegal.
Yeah. So
first of all,
there's that. So again,
it's a violation of
it's
so many
here's
health
the
violations.
Parasocial relationship of believing something stupid like there's bathwater in the soap.
Right.
But he was like, because I know I'd only want my woman's bathwater and I'd probably eat it if it was like, you know, he goes on and on about how a man should behave, which is like, okay, yes. I'm with you. Like, you're such a great guy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because I don't even think they're looking for like, I'm such a great guy. I think they're looking for like all the women to be like,
I also think
you're right.
They're lying.
Right. Tyler's always like, dude.
I'm like, you're a liar. You're a liar.
I'm so sure. Like,
I only ever think about my woman.
I saw one guy say,
what are you, gay? No,
oh my God.
Sorry.
Tessa,
sorry.
Right. I saw one guy. He legitimately said that when he got with his woman, he went on his Instagram and unfollowed every female, whether it was family, friend, some random girl he followed before her that, you know, he didn't pay no mind to. And I was like, okay. See, Tyler, my husband he literally he was following like 7,000 or 8,000 people when I met him. He did a follow for follow. Well, not necessarily follow for follow, but his page blew up
that was
with
really
Anti-Hero.
And
and it's not all women. It wasn't like OnlyFans models or anything like that.
No, but they do prey on you. They do prey on you. Yeah. So,
but he, you know, he didn't like go there, but he actively daily
just
unfollows people.
Yeah, just if you see something that you're like, oh, this doesn't
without me asking,
anymore,
he's like, I don't know you.
Yeah, and I don't want you to be a part of my
because a lot of times
life,
when you're following 6,000 people, you don't see everybody's stuff.
No.
It's not, you see like 10 people's stuff and then it'll refresh.
Following like 300 people and I don't even see all of their stuff.
Right. And the way it works is even people you don't interact with, now Instagram, what they're doing is they're putting it in there if you haven't interacted with them. So I've like been seeing people and so he'll just unfollow, like if a story pops up or something, and it's not me watching, like he'll literally just, it'll go down by like 50 people and he'll just unfollow people. And if I see something that I'm like, Yeah, because I'll get like you know how you get suggestions.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who is that? And he's like, I don't know. I've never even seen that person. He'll just he just unfollows. Like it's not even a question.
Yeah, it's not.
And he's like, I could probably sit for 4 hours and like really go through it. Yeah. He's like, but I mean, I don't ask him to do that. He's offered. I'm like, no, just what you feel you need to unfollow. And it's not even like girls like, oh, bikini. Like it's not all that. It's like literally just a random person.
Right.
And sometimes they have kids, they're married, but he's like, I don't know you and I don't need to follow you.
Right. Or I don't know you. That's the thing.
Right. Or I don't need to follow you. Right. So he's like, I actively do it like randomly throughout the day. I see something, I just unfollow it. I don't look to see who it is. Like if I don't know you, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't expect him to sit and do that for like I've done it here and there. Like somebody, I'm like, I don't really need to follow them. Like, well, for what? And he does it all the time. And again, if I see something, and a lot of times, like I've seen something and it suggested that I was like, like it was mostly like selfies. And I look and the last time they posted was like 2020.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, it's not like he's like looking at that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not like that. He's not like that. And it doesn't matter people saying like, sure. Because every guy says that. But truly,
I don't think
he sits with his phone. Like I've told you that, but he sits, his phone is open all the time.
A lot of these men, like what you're calling micro cheating is like a symptom of an illness. Okay? Oh yeah. Like that's actually the problem that's happening. Like people are like, you're just going to have to get okay with micro cheating. And honestly, in this generation,
you're not.
Well,
I don't think you do.
They're sick, Heather.
Right.
Like they're not like this anymore. Like every day it is getting worse. Like it literally almost impossible nowadays to find someone that like my age and younger, like they're all like infected by this disease of like the online like naked people because they're really instant gratification. That's what it's all about. Instant gratification. Because while it doesn't feel the same as being with a woman in the present, it feels better than being with no one.
Right. So you are finding that in the age group, like your age group. So like I said, I have almost 10, almost 10.
I would say like 30 and younger.
Okay. 30 and younger. Because I think that it happens in my age group too, but I think that there are a lot of men that are hitting a point where, like you said, some of them I'm sure are bullshit on Instagram where they're like, but there are a lot of men that are successful right now that gave up porn, gave up any lustful fucking bullshit.
Yeah, because it infects your mind. Like that's the thing about it. Like, I don't agree. I don't think that there's like a thing where like you can save up all your cum and get superpowers. You know what I mean? But like, which there are people that genuinely do believe this.
And then, then people are like posting up clarity.
No, exactly.
But like we said, it doesn't mean you need to watch some vulgar, crazy fist up your asshole porn.
It just means that like you need to like take yourself away from that situation and learn how to use your imagination again. That's one big thing, because like when it's a drug. Like that's the thing about
100%
it. Like people
been proven
are so
by
addicted
science
to it. Yeah,
that like, it affects the brain like a drug. So like you can't say that it's not. It is scientifically proven with brain scans and the release of dopamine and serotonin
and oxytocin.
And oxytocin. Yeah. Yes. All the good feeling chemicals are released.
Yeah, but it's just like in like
specifically in a more intensified way with porn.
Yeah.
Then we're not talking about like sexual activity. Obviously,
no.
Chemicals are released.
Right.
But
it's really unhealthy and it's actually really crazy to be like all of that. But honestly, if my partner had some weird parasocial relationship with Sydney Sweeney and decided to use that bath soap, or decided they wanted to purchase that bath soap, I'd make them have sex with it. I would make you have sex with that bath soap. Because you know what's going to happen? You're going to get it all lubed up. You're going to come. It's going to get right in your penis hole. I want you to feel what that's like. I want you to feel Sydney Sweeney's bathwater in your penis hole. I want you to know. And I want you to think about that. Yeah.
Inside.
That's what I want you to think about. And there are like at least 12 or 13 sickos that are like, yeah, that's what I'm doing it for.
I literally want to do that tomorrow.
They're like, oh my God, I never thought of that. Like, it should really be in me. Like, no. Like, the thing is, that's what I would do. I was like, you want this so badly. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it to the fullest extent.
I'd be like, how about you just shove that whole bar of soap up your asshole?
Yeah, absolutely. Just If
just
you
put
want
it in
that bad, just
the whole bar, not
put it in
even
there.
round it out. Because the Dr. Squash is in it.
It's a square. Like
the square is going in.
Yeah, sharp corners.
You don't get to round that out. Use it a little bit till
You
it gets
wanted
round.
this.
It's
You
going in
wanted
square.
this. I'm just saying, like it's like that's what you want. That's literally what you want.
It's going in your penis hole or it's going in your butthole.
Right. And because I like two things, like they just used her face for the advertisement. There's no way her actual bathwater is in it. One, that's like a huge violation because just because she's hot doesn't mean that she might not be sick. She might have an STD.
You can't
like
that doesn't
never
negate,
hotness doesn't negate you from having venereal diseases. You know,
no, you're probably okay. I shouldn't. I was gonna say you're probably at higher risk because I guess I shouldn't say attractiveness means that you're sleeping with multiple people.
No, but it means that you have access to.
Yes.
And it means that people who do have more access to you.
Oh, and I'm sure there's plenty of attractive men that are promiscuous and carrying this shit that present no symptoms because men rarely get symptoms with things.
Exactly, they rarely get
symptoms. 90% of diseases, they're like, men show no symptoms.
Right.
So,
and it's like,
therefore, they're spreading it around the world.
Right.
And I'm not blaming men for STDs. Okay, so
I actually think that's where STDs got created.
However, didn't somebody fuck a
bestiality? Yeah, somebody. It wasn't a woman.
Fucked an animal.
Somebody. I don't know. I don't know if it was a man.
And I'm pretty sure
I don't want to assume.
Contracted the biggest and worst, deadliest STD.
The HIV.
The HIV.
The HIV of
Oh,
it all.
sorry. But
over a century ago in 1910, the Flexner Report, funded by John D. Rockefeller and the Carnegie Foundation, re-engineered medical education from a holistic, whole-body approach, which appropriately treated the body as an interconnected system, to a compartmentalized approach under the guise of specialized medicine. They shut down or consolidated medical schools, marginalized naturopathic, homeopathic, and chiropractic medicine, replacing them with symptom management and synthetic drugs. Allopathy is a marketing strategy rooted in fear and manipulated science. This philosophy carried into veterinary medicine, resulting in over-vaccination, unnecessary surgeries, and manufactured food, just like they did for people. They call it care, but it's predatory and based in profitability. The truth? Toxicity, compromised immunity, and chronic inflammation. They're not fate. They're engineered. And so is your power to undo them. We built 3 targeted formulas to return the body to homeostasis, for pets and people. To detox, defend, and restore. We are the correction to decades of corruption. We are vengeance.
hey guys, we're excited to announce that we're partnering up with Tasty Gains. They have pre-workout and creatine gummies, which makes it super convenient to get it in a tasty, easy dose. So they are going to be coming out with a woman's line. So stay tuned for that and check them out at tastygains.com. With that being said, men very rarely.
Yeah.
You could Google any STD and it's like,
no, literally,
it's like if men show symptoms, this is what they have, but they usually don't.
Yeah.
And they can also have it for 5 years and not know.
Right.
Where
like, if a man has like an oozing pus coming out of the tip,
right,
then
you're
you're lucky that you know.
Well, and you probably wouldn't continue.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're a complete monster, you probably wouldn't continue at that point. You'd probably be like,
you have something going on.
You have something going on.
You have something going on.
And I've, in my 39 years of life, I've never met a female that said she's encountered, I'm sure it's happened, that said she's encountered a diseased peen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's happened, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like me, what is it? I got HPV.
Did you, was the peen diseased?
Well, obviously if I got HPV.
But you didn't see anything.
But it didn't appear to be. You know what I mean? If it had appeared to be, then
probably
I
would have been like,
hey,
how about definitely no?
How about you get something checked out because that looks weird. Like, and I'm not afraid to say something like that. Unfortunately, like it's my
as
biggest,
you shouldn't be. I hate that when women would be like, I'm scared. I'm just gonna do it. Like, definitely not.
There's like a sore, but I'm like, hey, buddy, I'm an esthetician, and that's not right. Something's wrong with that thing. It looks like not how it should. I'm just.
Oh my god.
Know.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Yeah.
And I know the HPV that causes cancer
yeah.
is usually there's nothing. There's no
oh yeah, that's what I went and they were like
or warts or anything
it'll
like
go
that.
away like 6 months to a year, and I go
right, because then there's the HPV strain that causes actual.
Yeah, and what's crazy is
thingies.
like it'll go away in 6 months to a year. So I had a boyfriend at that time, and he was actively cheating on me with multiple women. So he was knowingly actively giving all of these women HPV.
Yes,
like,
yes,
I'm like, well, I know where I got it, so I know
that's
where.
so wild, and
because he was the only person that I had been with. Like,
didn't we discuss not that long ago that there's another? Was it gonorrhea? Which one was it?
Chlamydia.
Mm-hmm. That the men have
no symptoms,
but women get up to like women 2 years.
Do. Yeah,
women do.
Like it's usually like something is like awry.
We're not doctors, by the way.
No,
and nor do we have honestly, experience with this. We are
like,
sadly talking about other people, but we're not going to put anybody on blast.
The reason that I found out was because activities were ensuing, and he goes, "Something's not right," and I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "I don't know."
Found out about what?
Right. That I had HPV.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, because I had also BV.
Oh.
And so I went to the doctor.
But they're not related.
No,
okay.
But that's how I found out.
Okay.
Because my partner was like, "Hey, something's not right."
But you didn't know.
No, like
you didn't feel.
No. I felt like not quite as fresh as normal, but like it didn't feel like anything was wrong.
Right.
Like,
which ladies, like, so you know.
Yeah.
You will be shocked to know that, yeah, people say like, oh, I've been like working all day and this and that, but you really shouldn't ever have anything funky going on there.
It shouldn't be pungent.
No.
It shouldn't be.
And so if you do, go get your shit checked. And by shit checked, I mean get a urine analysis for STIs because that picks up stuff that does not pick up on the swabs. Get a swab, a urinalysis.
Right.
And don't have them just do a dipstick. Have it go to a lab. And this is very, very important. And I think a lot of women skip out on this. And I'm one of those women that I'm lucky that my insurance covers it because I know some don't.
Right.
But I get pap smears every year,
yeah.
every 6 months if I could. And it's not for any.
Yeah.
I think I might get more covered because I have PCOS, the polycystic ovarian syndrome. I think I might be able to go to a gyno more than like somebody that doesn't, because I know that some insurances are like, no, you can get one once a year, if that. And if you're like a certain age, you don't need one. You can go every 3 years. I think they change it too, which is insane because cervical cancer caught early is treatable and not early is not treatable.
Yeah. Well,
the chances obviously go down.
The only reason that I don't have HPV anymore is because when I was younger, I got the first 3 shots. I just never got the 4th one.
Oh, did you?
No, because
I was too old.
At the time, my mom was like, or it was going around that, surprise, surprise, vaccines cause autism.
Right. See,
my mom was like, no.
The HPV vaccine is something I'm not sold on.
If you can't tell by now that I'm a little autistic, it's a vaccine didn't do this to me. Yeah. But yeah, no. So it just went away eventually.
But that happens anyways. That's very known that your body clears it up.
Yeah.
And it's the one that doesn't have, like I said, the strain that doesn't have the warts. I hate saying that word because I feel like that word's so gross.
Warts?
Even like a wart on your face. I just think warts are
What are you talking about? There's no HPV that has warts.
Yes.
Nuh-uh, that's not HPV.
Human papillomavirus. There
has
is
warts?
Yes. That's what genital warts are.
It's the same thing?
It's the same thing.
Let's look
at it. Yes, girl.
Genital
warts.
Genital warts HPV.
Yes. And there's different strains, and there's one that just causes like cervical cancer and is, I don't know if you want to call it internal.
Yeah. Well, I do know about the cervical cancer.
Look it up.
Oh my God.
Yes, girl.
I had no idea.
That's what the HPV vaccine's for. It's for like, I think it covers like 23 strains, and there's still more. There's like hundreds. That's why I think it's...
Thank God I didn't get genital warts, bro.
So I knew someone, again, I don't speak to her anymore. This was like years ago, who talked about it very openly. And she said, let me tell you what happened to her. And Alana, I know you're listening and I know you know who I'm talking about. Well, you actually might not know who I'm talking about because there's multiple people we know, but I'm talking about JN. JN is her initials.
Okay.
She came to us one day and goes, I thought I had razor burn, like an ongoing razor burn. She said there was like these little like skin tag looking, like she thought they were like razor burn, but they're not sores. They're literally like warts, right? So she goes to the doctor. Meanwhile, she was being a hoe at that time. She goes to the doctor and they're like, you definitely have genital warts. We're going to freeze them off. So they like freeze them. Like, you know, like I said, if you get like a wart on your finger, the doctor can freeze it off. They can freeze them off in your in your badge. So
like,
they'll and
like
it's not a cure.
like,
you still have it forever. You still have it.
That?
So yes, literally in the V. So with that being said, she then proceeded to say, she's like, I have to call several people that I've been with and tell them either like, hey, you gave this to me, or I probably just gave this to you.
That's crazy.
Yes, ma'am. And at that time,
Sorry,
again, I don't know if it was like a fucking pandemic.
Sorry.
Don't look.
I can't.
Genital warts, I think in the not 90s, in the 2000s, in the early 2000s. Early 2000s was a global pandemic. Like, I knew at least 4 people that had them and thought it was like, they were just like, oh yeah, it's fine. I just get them frozen and it's fine. Men and women, I knew. And I know Alana's like dying right now.
I wish that I hadn't looked. If I'm being completely honest with you.
You're probably, yeah, but when you Google shit, it shows you like the worst of the worst. She said they were tiny. Like, she thought it was literally razor bumps.
No, it showed. I have to exit out of it.
Get out of it.
The top was not bad. It was like
the innards?
medical images. And then all of a sudden, that was not medical.
You never look up STDs or anything. Like, I looked up like a rash once that like Logan had. It was like, even like eczema I looked up and I was like, why is this showing the most horrific case of any of these things? Like, it was like
that
oozing. I was like, okay, he has like a little dry patch. Like, let's calm down.
Yeah.
But yeah, so get your shit checked.
That's crazy.
Even if you're, because again, even for women can go asymptomatic for years.
Right.
So we still get tested for HIV.
Yeah.
That can be in your body and not have like a high enough, I forget what it's called, from 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a,
there's like levels.
Well,
undetected. They could be an undetectable level.
Yeah, undetectable is the word.
Yeah. So I run everything.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
always.
I absolutely think you should.
It can lay dormant for years. Lots of things can lay dormant, and some stuff I think will come up with like they call it like exposure. Like you have like an antibody, so it means that you got exposed to it at some point in your life. Yeah. But it doesn't mean you have it per se.
Yeah. Well, I know a lot. Like, I have a friend that like got a call from a doctor that she had been exposed to something. She didn't have anything. Thank the Lord, she didn't have anything. But it was like one of the scariest experiences for her. And so like, and then the other thing is like, I have another friend who their partner lied to them.
Oh God.
And so now they're for life having to take
like
medicine.
It's a lifelong.
Yeah, well, to be undetectable for the rest of their life.
Oh, it's HIV. Oh
yeah.
God.
Yeah. And it was someone that was very young, and it was
awful.
And the other person was also very young.
That's punishable.
Yeah.
Now? That's like a new thing. Like, I don't know if it's new. It came out when that kid got infected with the blood transfusion. They started saying that if you don't, blood's tested very thoroughly now, but if you don't tell a partner or tell like a medical professional that you have that,
right,
you could be held responsible.
Well, yeah, as you should.
Yeah, like if you knowingly have it too.
Right.
Like,
I absolutely think.
I think that should be with anything. If somebody gets something and you tell somebody, a person that you're with, and they have medical records that show that they knew they had that shit, like, sorry, I think I think they're going to put him in jail, but I think there should be some kind of like, cool, penalty. You could pay all my medical bills. Like there's no consequences for things that there should be. And like, there's consequences for things that aren't a big deal.
The consequences should be like, now you have to go volunteer in a ward of people that have this disease and can't afford to fight it.
Right.
Now you get to see what the damage you've done. Now you get to go to a foster home because these kids don't. Now you have to go volunteer at this place so you can see what's happening when you make these decisions. Like,
I can tell you right now that there are millions, and that's how STDs spread. I think it's from not knowing you have it, but I do think it's from knowing you have it and being scared to tell your partner, not caring. I do know there's people that don't care. I've heard of people. Like I said, I knew people that were like, I don't tell anybody, and I'm like, oh my god.
There's a girl that I'm aware of that definitely goes around and definitely has herpes and definitely tells men that it's razor burn.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. I'm not exaggerating.
So she has an outbreak and
and she says it's a razor, and it's razor burn. And
so she can't even just wait till she doesn't, because you have outbreaks on that.
To make matters worse,
what
do you think her favorite activity is? Yeah.
What?
Well, why would she have to tell them that it's razor burn unless they were down there?
Oral.
Yeah.
You're fucking with me.
I'm not. So now all of these, and she sleeps around with a lot of guys.
Here's the thing with herpes, and this I know. Again, well, okay, let me retract that. Not from personal experience, but because of what I've heard from people.
Right.
It's obviously everyone knows it's cold sores are a strain, a type of herpes, right?
Is.
There's A,
but it's not the same
A
thing.
and B.
Yeah.
But you can give a cold, like you can. If you go down on somebody with a cold sore, it can give them genital herpes.
Yeah.
But it's the A simplex. I don't know. There's different things.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I am told they hurt. So
the herpes hurt?
They're sores.
Oh, I guess.
I'm told a cold sore hurts like a bit. I've never had one.
No, I've had.
Have you had one?
Like a canker sore? Is that
no,
the same
not
thing?
the same thing.
Oh,
not the canker sores are not an STD. They are not anything. They are caused by. I know this because Bradley had one. He was fucking having a heart attack. Literally, even the dentist confirmed it's inside your lip.
Yeah,
and that's from acidic foods, spicy foods. You can even get it from stress. You can get it from you bit your lip and it that is not the same. It is not an STD. It's not contagious. It's not anything. The cold sore is the one on the outside. That's like you can tell when somebody.
I know what a cold sore looks like.
So think of that on the outside,
but I just didn't know if
downtown
canker sore counted the same as the same.
No, it's not the same.
No,
but
the pain
even
level,
having
I
a
feel
cold
like
sore,
nobody
feel judged. Even having herpes, nobody feel judged.
No, it's not judgment. It's just
a million people have cold sores.
To communicate it.
I am very lucky.
Yeah,
very lucky.
Girl,
I've never had one. Knock on fucking wood, because that can I've heard that can be years dormant.
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
years.
No, herpes is for life. I'm pretty sure. Like it's not curable.
No, it's not.
There's not a cure for.
But
herpes,
I'm saying I've never had a cold sore.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean
And
thank God Tyler has not either. So we're just like. But that doesn't mean, again, if somebody got a cold sore, it doesn't mean you cheated on your partner.
No, it could be now, like you said years ago.
Like chlamydia, certain things like that.
No. Maybe. There are certain things that maybe. A cold sore is not something that I would consider like a cheating thing.
We did say chlamydia can be dormant for years on a man.
It can be dormant for years in a man. However, not a woman.
Oh, so if he gave it to the woman, okay, so you would get it. Okay.
So it's not like dormant as in other people can't get it. It's dormant as in you're not showing symptoms.
Asymptomatic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's different.
So then
herpes dormant is like you're not having an outbreak, right?
Right.
That's like
but you still have it.
It. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the other things,
can you give it without having an outbreak? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it has to be.
Because I've heard with cold sores, if you don't have a cold sore, it's not like you're never going to kiss somebody again.
Right.
I think you have to have, don't quote me on that because everybody's going to be like, I ain't having an outbreak. I'm good.
Kiss.
You probably still could.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, no,
you're fine.
I'm talking about down there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I'd
have to research. Do your research. Don't listen to us.
Know.
Do not fucking listen to us.
Thank God I don't know.
Oh, yeah. 100.
I'm like, whoa, thank God I don't know.
But I do know that's really common too.
Yeah.
We're talking I want to say, I think with HPV, I think it's it's not, it used to be 1 in 4. I think it's like 1 in 2.
No, it is 1 in 2.
Like
it is 1 in 2. So if you've had sex with more than 2 people,
you
chances are you have
it.
HPV or you've had HPV in your life. If you've had sex with more than one person, chances are you've had HPV in your life. That's just the statistic.
That's wild.
That's how. So yeah.
And again, to get that checked,
so all you sluts. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. You get a pap smear, and they'll tell you it's abnormal or normal.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they do biopsies. I remember learning about all this. This was like a huge thing. Like I don't think they do sex ed anymore, do they?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure they don't.
They
teach you everything.
I haven't been in school in so long, and nor do I have a child. So I'm like, I couldn't tell you.
I don't think Bradley did.
I did
our sex ed was like showing pictures of like herpes.
I did,
and it was horrifying. Like on remember the projector things where they had like that.
Yeah.
They were straight up showing us
where they like wrote on the, and it was
yes.
Yeah, okay,
they were straight up showing us. Obviously, it wasn't a peen and a V,
right? But
it was a
like
close up of the skin,
the disease itself,
and we were all like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah,
I was like. I mean, my thought is they're trying to scare us to be like, I'm never having sex or unprotected sex ever again in my life, and I'm never doing this.
Yeah, because purity culture was like at an all-time high at that point.
It was disgusting, the things I was seeing. And they were probably showing us the worst of the worst.
Right.
But I do remember them stating that the warts thing was not as high as it is now.
No.
Or HPV.
No.
It's gone up drastically, which concerns me because if there's this vaccine that's been around now for 10 years.
Then why is it still going up? Because people aren't getting vaccinated anymore. Like, and that's the thing. Like, and I know that's like that subject is like, oh, don't touch that with like a 20-foot pole. But like, there are some.
Because I'm not sold on the HPV vaccine. I'll just put that out there. I've heard things.
I've heard things too. That's why I didn't get the last one of it. My mom wouldn't let me. But there are certain things that I'm like, hey, like there are certain vaccines that like have been tested throughout the test of time and they work. So like trust those absolutely. Any new things coming onto the scene, I feel like everyone has the right to be skeptical of. Like it doesn't matter. Like it's just that like when we are in a place of like we don't know as a country who we can trust, what sources of information we can and can't trust. Right. We should be skeptical of all of it. Yeah. So you know, but that's what it gets complicated is like
it gets complicated.
I feel like doctors should be required to wear like, you know how on NASCARs they have like everything that they're sponsored by,
right?
So like whatever companies they're getting kickbacks from,
I've 100%
they should have to like
been pushed a medication. What the doctor that delivered Logan, I am telling you, I have never met such a salesy fucking doctor's office as theirs. And it towards the end, it started to concern. I was like, because he was known to be like the best,
right?
Especially for high risk. Like, so I was like, I didn't really want a male doctor to begin with because I feel like they can't relate the same. But he was highly regarded, great reviews. People talked about him, like all these success stories. Just you know, I was like, well, I want the best,
right?
So he was in Newport Beach, you know, bougie. So
Newport Beach.
However,
I always forget that you're from California every time until you pull out a reference. I go, oh, yeah, I guess you are from there.
However, he would push certain things. Like, I was like, okay, you're being paid. The rep came in and you guys were like, okay, cool, we'll do this. Right. Because he would literally walk in with the boxes. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, so I don't have to go pick up the prescription. And he'd hand me like 30 boxes of the stuff. And I was like, okay, so the medical rep came in.
Right. And gave you all this stuff. And
you
now
bought
to get rid of it.
And I heard something. And now you have to push it. I'm
in fear of Logan now. I'm like, where is he?
Okay. And so I get that like the boxes were free, but then I would have to go get the medication. So he'd be like, here, take these boxes. Yeah. And it was like, there was like 3 medications he did that with. And then there was a shot he wanted me to take because I had preterm labor with Bradley. And he was adamant. Like he was like, your baby's gonna die. Like he was like, you're gonna have a premature baby, guaranteed. And I ended up carrying him till 41 weeks. And I will never know if it's because of the shot or because my body held him for 41 weeks.
Right.
Which is a week late. Yeah. So I don't know, but you should go get, everybody should get STD tests, even if you're married, right? Even if you're married for 10 years, because cervical cancer is still detected with a pap smear.
Right.
Get your pap smears, get your urine checked. And I mean, yeah, maybe after 10 years, it'd be kind of weird if something showed up.
Yeah.
But
yeah. But honestly, better safe than sorry. Like, honestly, better safe than sorry, because, like,
what if it missed it? What if the test was,
right.
I mean, it misses stuff. A
It could be
swab.
anything. What if you got
misses.
stuck with something? What if you don't know?
Yeah.
Especially, like, if you're working in an environment where you could possibly,
True.
like, even hairstylist.
Oh, yeah.
There's a possibility that
yeah.
your blood could contact another person's blood. Me,
Hair
always.
clippers, like
there's a possibility
shavers.
that, like, when I'm threading, a lot of times people, like,
dude, the nail salon. Do you know how many times I've been cut by the tool that I know for a fact was not in the fucking germicide? Like, I know it wasn't.
LOL, not knowing about germicide.
I went to cosmetology school and I know these bitches not be putting shit in that.
No, they don't, for real. Sometimes.
Like
let's some of them do, some of them don't. But, like,
yeah, at the end of the
don't,
day,
but do you want to
Tessa,
chance it?
At the end of the day, great.
Just go
After
get
you
tested.
use like 30 people, I've been cut and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, was that sanitized? Not rinsed off, not changed out. Like, was the whole entire thing
like submerged in a
submerged
solution
and
that
or
would kill the
in
bacteria?
like an autoclave? Like,
Yeah.
I need to know.
Yeah.
I need to know.
That's so
but
funny.
I do enjoy when they open the package and I'm like, okay, we're good.
Me too. I like that smell.
But files,
yeah.
they're reusing. Do you know how many times they're filing the side right here and I literally get a slice? If just an hour before that, somebody else got sliced.
Yeah, then
I think it can live. There's a certain amount
No,
of
there's a
hours.
certain amount of
it's not
time
where
that
it
it
hits
can.
air. There's certain things that when it hits air, it
dies, yeah.
Certain things are not. Blood-borne pathogens usually are a little bit longer.
Yeah. So long as the blood is still wet.
Right.
Yeah. That's generally
So it kind of grosses me out.
Yeah.
And so now, thank you. I just gave myself a new fear unlocked and I'm going to bring my own damn files.
LOL. You're like, can you just tell me the brand that you use and I'll just bring my own?
I'll just bring my own because I know that you
Thank
use
you.
the same file for
like
5 people.
today, yeah.
So thank you.
Literally. No, I do agree with that, and I think it's just really important to like get tested and like you know
You get hepatitis and shit like that. Like,
yeah, I had a grandma. One of my stepdad's mom. I love her fondly. She had Hep B ? Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Anyways,
doesn't
the point
matter.
is, she would anytime I stayed the night at her house, she'd be like, "You better not use my razor, girl. You better not do it."
I don't even share with my children, my husband.
I was young and I was just learning how to shave.
Oh, you're like, I'll just use this. That's fine.
Yeah, because I didn't know. But she'd be like, if you were gonna try to shave your legs, I'll get you a new one.
Right.
Don't use mine in
Right.
the shower because she had hepatitis
Yeah.
B and I could
Yeah.
get it from her.
Yeah.
Like, and so like I didn't understand for a long time. I was like, what do you mean?
Well, now I've literally just traumatized myself with
Yeah.
the nail salon because I'm thinking about that thing they like use on your feet to like grind it.
What?
There's metal ones I've seen. Like it looks like a cheese grater. Like they're like to
well,
make it smooth.
the metal ones I know what they're supposed to do with
I
it.
don't think they do. I've seen them literally just throw it in the thing, and I'm like, was that cleaned? But you're just throwing it in the thing after using it, and then that's still not. So even if you sanitize it and put it back in that spot,
Yeah.
it is not clean. Like you remember cosmetology school. If you even go like this, you have to get a tissue. You have to pick it up. Like
Right, yeah.
we're talking state board.
No, yeah.
Nobody does that.
No.
We know.
No, they don't.
But if you were to drop something and you don't pick it up with a tissue and go through a whole sanitation process,
Yeah.
including washing your hands, you will fail. That's an instant fail at state board.
And it's like washing your hands. So I use like hand sanitizer a lot,
Yeah.
which I do wash my hands periodically throughout the
Right.
day. But like if it's something like that and I like have to grab something or move
Right.
something, then I
Right.
just do hand sanitizer.
Right.
But that's hand sanitizer alone is not enough. You also have to be washing your
Technically,
hands.
like that would be a fail.
Yeah.
And like that was something our teachers used to like drill into our heads. They're like, even if you wash your hands 1,000 times, just do it extra. They will instant. It's like not a point thing. You will instant fail.
No,
Especially
literally.
if you pick something up off the ground.
Yeah.
Which I've watched people do at salons.
It's crazy. Like it is crazy. But yeah, like that whole point was just, everyone go get tested.
Everyone just go get tested. This was like
just go get tested.
a
This was like a
test
PSA.
advocacy. Yeah. PSA, get STI, STD
Yeah.
test, pap smears. I think men should get tested more often because we're talking about.
I'm going to get tested because I don't have insurance, and I'm going to go get tested, and I'm going to see exactly how much it is. I'm going to find the best resources so that next time I come in here, I can be like, bam, bam, bam. And so that way, like, people are there like, well, I don't have insurance. Well, you don't have an excuse
You're
anymore.
spreading diseases around.
You're spreading diseases. Keep your legs closed if you know you have STD.
Also, there's more important things too, like not spreading possible STDs around the baby is asymptomatic too, but cervical cancer, other things that could be going on that, you know, pap smears and testing helps with. You could have a slight UTI that you don't even know you have. Then you're in, like, I've heard of people going there like,
PCOS, ovarian cyst, like, you never know. Like, and the amount of really knowledge and information and education that they have on women's bodies is so significantly less because, like, I mean, you're not allowed to test on pregnant women. You're not allowed to, like, none of that. So, like, there's a whole, like, area of, like, being a woman that, like, you literally have to go and let them look. Right. Because, like, they don't know, like, because
they look. So when you get a pap smear, they it's called, like, a visual.
They be staring in you.
They be staring in you because
they use those little clamps.
I've heard, because they don't always do this. Oh my God. Yeah. They open you up. They don't always do where they talk to, like, the person they're with. But I've had them be like, color's good. Like, this is good. Tissue looks great. And I'm like, oh my God.
My lady did that.
Actually checking the actual tissue. Like, stop.
Yeah. She was like, everything looks great. I was like, oh my God, thanks.
Yeah. I was like, I was like, thanks.
Can you say that?
Yeah.
Can you say that one more time? Everything was just like I said.
There's, like, a girl that's getting waxed. There's, like, a viral video that went around that it was, like, this little, like, Asian wax lady, and she was like, oh, it's so pretty. She's like, thanks.
Oh my God.
She's like, it's so pretty.
I love that. I would never have said that to any of my wax clients, but I will say, okay, there's just something about having, you know, pussy out on a table that makes you just confess things to the... Oh. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, my wax lady, like, she knows too much about me.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, not even... Like,
100.
Literally, I'm like, all right, here's my pussy. Anyways, girl, blah, 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 blah.
My sugaring girl, the first time I met her, knew my actual, like, life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I knew hers.
It's just hard. It's like when
I knew about her man. I knew about they were going to move in together soon. Yeah. They were together 6 years and she felt like it was too long. Yeah. And there was a lot happening 100%. In that 45 minute.
I just think that anybody who gets to look directly at my butthole
and with me spreading it
to know.
With me.
Yeah. Holding it open for you. I'm moving those cheeks out of the way.
With me opening it for you,
got quite a lot of cheeks to move out of the way too. So I'm having to put in some effort. I'm a big girl.
Girl, I'd be sweating because I told you my sugaring and waxing experiences
they're intense.
Are not good.
Okay, so I've just been getting it done for so long that like I
never got used to it. I never got used to it. I was like, I'm for sure going to die.
Like,
it hurt me.
It hurts. Okay, let me.
The butt's not as bad. The inner.
It hurts, okay, but
I'm picturing it now and it's making me sick.
And it's that little spot that's like right at the front, like at the top.
Never.
That spot hurts a lot too. Anyways, but the thing about it is, like, I promise you, like, I'm gonna be sober with you. The right waxer.
Oh yeah,
makes it hurt way less.
I don't think she pulled taut enough.
Yeah,
I kept saying like. And she was like, no, I'm pulling it. And I was like, no, I need you to make sure that when you rip that shit off, there's no movement of skin because I can feel it.
It almost makes me want to get back into waxing because I just know that I do a good job, right? And so that's why I'm like, and all these people, like, you're just like, you're going to these other people and you're risking it. Like, dude, I'm good.
It's too late once they start too.
I know. Oh my God, I know. And
she was good.
The amount of people getting burned. It's not, but good is not great.
It hurt a lot. Like, I'm talking, like the first one I did, I went hard. I went full Brazilian plus legs, and I was like actually having like,
I'm sorry,
convulsions. Like, you know when you're getting tattooed for so long, your whole body's shaking. I was like shaking.
That's crazy. Like
by the time I think at some point I kind of just gave it and like blacked out to
anytime a client wants to do Brazilian full legs, it makes me want to kill myself because
she was also sweating.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, I was like, it's so much work.
We were both sweating, shaking, like crying. It was a lot.
No,
and I was like, I'm never, ever fucking doing that
you could ever imagine. Like literally somebody that weighs like 15 pounds, that leg wax is going to take me.
Never again.
It's so much effort. It's
I wanted
so
to cry.
much effort. And like
I was starting to mentally break.
Legs is the thing that people examine the hardest.
Oh, and she started she went back, and I was like, I at some point, Tessa, I was like, I'm good. Like, I don't care if there's like a whole strip.
Right.
I was like, I can't. And she's like, are you sure? She's like, I'm a perfectionist. She's tweezing. I was like, at this point, when you're tweezing one hair, it feels like you're ripping my soul out.
Yeah.
Because everything's inflamed and hurting, and there's powder, and there's oil, and
there's everything you can think of in there. There's like,
and I'm like, I don't want it anymore. I was like, I honestly don't care. If you got the majority,
then we're good to
go. She's like, oh yeah, it's really smooth. I was like, I could give a fuck about these little hairs that you're finding, because I'm at breaking point.
My lady, she always does like, she'll at the end she'll go, okay, now you have this one strip. I'm like,
don't care.
Just get it. No, for me, I'm like, go in.
It's fine. Leave
it. Rip it off. Take it. Take it all.
No, okay. I lie. I digress, because if I had a whole strip, I'd be like, get that shit. I'd fucking be like devastated that it was still there.
On Brazilian, on my legs,
the little
you can go fuck yourself.
She was tweezing them, and I was like,
like my lady's done that before too. It hurts so much more to tweeze them.
At that point,
if it's a Brazilian, when I'm telling you, it hurts so bad. Like getting tweezed during a Brazilian feels like you're doing another strip every time.
A soul ripping.
I would also try to go in. Like here's the thing. How comfortable are we with each other? Because I'm getting in. If we're comfortable with each other,
get in.
I'm spreading it. I'm looking for all the little hairs. However, if you're newer or if you're like more sensitive to pain, I'll be like, hey, just letting you know. There's a couple hairs. If you want to grab them, you'll be able to feel them. But if you want me to get them, I can just get them really quick. You have
to go in.
But it's right here, and I'm gonna have to pull it. And they're usually
and I think it also, I mean, you can attest to this. It probably, let's get into it. It's probably also dependent on your sitch down there.
Yeah.
As far as roast beef or not, because she didn't have to dig too much.
No, the position it
opens it,
flattens everything out. It's not like
it fillets it.
Okay, so let me say it in a way.
I think that if you have a lot going on down there, you still have to go. Wouldn't you have to fan like you're going through like a deck of cards? Hold on, let me just go to this side.
Well, here's the thing. So I'll explain it in terms of, we had a lot of women that would come in that have piercings. Oh. You can't get wax on that piercing. Yeah. Okay. So when someone has an excess of things there, you take another stick and you just push it out of the way.
Oh, you use a stick.
Yeah. And then you lay the strip, and then the stick holds it out of the way for the most part. Because even if they have a lot going on there. Yeah. Even if you get a little bit of wax on the stick, it's fine. Just move the stick at the same time.
It's not attaching to the other.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, but also in that exact same breath, I have had people come in and they're just like full frontal 70s bush.
Oh, shit, that's gotta hurt.
Bush as fuck, okay? Like the bushiest, okay? And I always do, every single time, my first two. So like if this is your vagina, like this is what it looks like. That's okay. So this strip on your leg right here, if you go a little bit down, it'll let people know like about how it's gonna feel. Okay. But not quite. So I would always start with a strip right there, so that when I pull it, it's gonna hurt.
So you can be that long? You're not really supposed, like, I remember she said it needs to be like a grain of rice, and I had to like grow it.
Yeah, it can, but like sometimes people like just get help how fast their hair grows. So like different like ethnicities and stuff like that, like your hair just grows so much faster, and so like it got out of control. And like while I technically could, I guess like. No, I'm not going to say scissor it all down. That sounds bad. I can trim it. I'm not going to.
And that's going to be hair everywhere.
I'm not going to do that.
Never.
Right.
Ew.
I'm not going to do that. And so I'll pull that strip, and then you can decide if you want us to continue. But it's happened. I've done that. I pull the strip, and the girl goes,
nope,
I'm not going to be able to do this.
Yeah.
Love you, girl. I'm not going to be able to do this. And I'm like, okay, perf. We'll just charge it as a bikini.
That was my first initial thought. The first one, actually, okay, I'm trying to think. The first one I was like, wait, I can do this. And then it got worse. Then it got better. She did always say like, okay, this spot's going to be
more sensitive.
Bad. Like you said, the top.
Yeah.
Like
it's really bad.
Center.
Yeah, it's really bad. That's a bad one. Why does it hurt? I think it's because it's really close to your clitoris. Oh.
Yeah, 100. And like I was like,
oh no, I just gave away the secret. They're gonna know,
right? I was doing the hand grip, like sweating. Like, oh my god, dude, it was gnarly.
Yeah, my favorite is just to lay there and butterfly and just go.
Oh yeah, I tried that. Yeah. I did that at first, and then I started getting not well.
Yeah. It's that until they're like, all right, can you put your legs behind your fucking head? I'm like, yeah, I guess.
And then she'd have me go on my side.
On your side?
On my side. And
one leg up?
Like a little bit. Okay. And lift. And that was to do the bot, like.
Yeah, I understand. I usually don't do that. Okay, so what I'll say. If someone has a really big butt.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I'm not gonna mess with it. Turn on your side. I'll just be like flip over.
The side you can't because I have a big. But that was for the bottom. She'd have me flip over too. I did both. I did all of the above. It was intense.
Yeah, that seems like a lot of movement to have you do. I would just do back, legs up, and then I'd be like, "Girl, you're going to turn over."
I did side and turnover.
Yeah.
I did side and turnover.
Some
She's
people
like you have a lot to work with. So.
Yeah, some people be doing all three, but like I just find that the quicker you can get them out of there is the better.
I wanted to be done when I walked in there.
Yeah, I try to just do the one position, and then if I can get it all, I get it. But then if I need you to, then I'll whatever. But but there's also like specific like waxing technique, like where you pull hair from first,
right?
And like really matters. But yeah, so dang, that's like, it is crazy though, because we be getting like those people should be spies.
Who? Oh, the waxers.
The waxers.
Yeah,
absolutely. I just feel like you get in with like a high-ranking government official's wife,
right?
End of story.
You're gonna know everything.
You're gonna know everything because they just be telling you. You're gonna be like, oh, you're never gonna believe what Teddy told me today.
Right. You're gonna know everything.
Apparently.
I think you're right.
Apparently, you need to invest in this.
What?
I've heard. Wait.
You're like, just kidding.
I actually think I know something that I shouldn't about insider trading.
What?
I think I actually know because one time, well, not I know currently, but like somebody told me.
Well, don't tell anybody.
One of my clients one time told me like something about they were like I was like oh, do you know Reddit? And they go, of course I know Reddit. Did you know, by the way, tomorrow night they're becoming tradable?
Oh.
And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you can buy stocks in Reddit tomorrow. And I go, what do you mean? Sure enough, Reddit goes public the next day. I go, what?
You're like, that's
how
highly
did you
illegal.
know that? And her response literally, I was like, how did you know that? And she goes, I'm interested. I know things.
We're like, You're like, bitch.
No, literally. I'm like, who do you talk to? How do you know that? Like, how do you know that? Like, who did you hear that from?
There is insider shit going on. Everybody knows it.
And I mean, she was very, 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 her pastime was philanthropy.
So wait.
That's how you can tell if someone's rich if they do philanthropy as a job.
What's philanthropy?
Donations.
Oh. Yeah.
Basically donating to places.
Because they have to get rid of money.
Yeah.
It's a tax write-off.
Uh-huh.
It's a tax write-off.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly why every single month I donate $40 to the Nature Conservancy.
Right.
Because if you're going to do a tax write-off, you should do it for something that is actually 100%. Important. 100%. People are like,
even when you do like your kid, like say your kids do like sports at school and you do like a donation or you like get like your name put on like the banner or something. Yeah. It's a tax write-off.
So is tithing.
What?
Tithing.
What's that?
When you donate 10% of your earnings to the church.
Oh.
I used to do that.
Know that's what it's called.
I used to do that. Yeah, it's called tithing. I used to do that, and then at the end of the year,
and then the donation is that you just you take. Does that automatically come out?
No, you have to be.
You have to do it.
Yeah, you have to
actually do it.
You have to actually do it. Yeah, like you could do it digitally, but like you had to actually do it.
But do they know that you're income?
No. So you could lie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just curious.
Yeah,
Like
you could lie, but you're maybe
lying,
like if you're lying,
maybe not lie about your donation to the church.
It's just like maybe there's like a couple things that you shouldn't lie about like that. And it's like
but you're responsible for it.
Right, exactly. Like and so it's like 10% for some people is a lot. 10% is a lot. 10% is a big portion of like that's if you made $100, $10 goes to the church, right? And I understand like you have like a whole family to feed and whatever, but like I didn't.
But it's a tax write-off.
But it is a tax write-off. Yeah, because they give you the forms at the end of the year saying how much you donated exactly. Like, but yeah.
But they say with the donation thing, I remember with my tax guy, and I used to help with the business taxes.
Yeah.
If you really want to make a difference in like your taxable income, it has to be like significant.
Yeah.
Like you know, thousands and thousands of dollars. Right.
That's why I because I have a lot of like
it adds up
weird churchy stuff. So like I don't necessarily like go physically to church anymore. So I don't tithe to a specific church because I think it's weird. Sorry, like now I think it's weird.
Yeah.
But what I do instead is I try to use like at least 10% of my income for fellowship.
Oh.
So like, you know, making sure that my friends are taken care of, making sure that like everybody in my life is like good. Like I obviously don't have enough to like, you know, shower the world with
and you shouldn't with your hard-earned money.
No, but I do try to make sure that at least a portion of what I earn is going towards like something. Either like building my relationships with other people or like just making sure that the people in my circle have what they need. Like whether that be a dinner, whether that be like a ride, whether that be like, you know, help with this or that. Like whatever it is, like I choose to do it in that way because in my personal opinion, I feel like I don't know him, never met the guy, but Jesus, you know, I feel like that's probably like something that he would encourage. Yeah. Instead of just giving it to a pastor who already owns 2 homes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So that we can get fog machines.
Right.
At our church. Like,
no.
Why do we need fog machines? Like what?
Which will lead us. We are going to do an episode.
Oh yeah,
all about corruption in church and
how things can get like culty
and cults.
We're really going to cultivate the next
just
episode.
Because you know, as I'm always accused of being a bad Christian.
Oh yeah.
Because I have fake boobs and what's it?
What I don't know. What else?
I think that's really all they bring up. Anytime somebody calls me a bad Christian, it's literally because I have fake boobs. Like they've never said another. They've never. What about me cursing all the time? Like God, yeah, I would think.
Oh yeah, it's like
they're fine with that.
Boobs.
They're fine with that.
That's everyone's thing.
Yeah,
everyone is so mad that you have big boobs.
Yeah,
everyone,
and that they're like, ever shown. But let me tell you something. If I didn't have fake boobs and I had flat boobs and I wore a triangle bikini, it wouldn't look that way.
No, and they would still be mad.
So I don't know. Maybe not.
I think that they would find
they'd be like whatever.
Yeah.
But if you have, like, it's kind of like when, you know, having a big butt, like, I have a big butt, you have a big butt. Like, when I wear leggings, people are like, oh, you're trying to show off your ass. And I'm like, but I'm just wearing leggings.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to show off my ass.
Somebody who didn't have an ass was wearing these same exact leggings, it wouldn't look like this.
Right.
What the fuck do you want me to do?
100%.
I used to get shit all the time. They're like, I could see your tattoo. And I'm like, if I go any bigger in these pants, they do not fit my waist.
Right.
So
yeah. Oh, I have a very upper thigh tattoo. That's how I know.
I don't even barely wear leggings anymore for that reason because it's so tight around that.
I don't like. Here's my thing about like. I just think that like personally, I've been through so many things in my life than to care.
I know.
But when people are like, "Oh, you're a bad Christian," I'll be like, God told me to tell you to suck my dick.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna like that's not like literally something that the Bible says more than anything else is love your neighbor. Period. Nothing else. It also says to mind your fucking business.
It does. And I just
not in those exact words.
I'm really bad at quoting the like I that's so hard for me to remember. But the one, and especially knowing which verse it is, like people are like Corinthians, and I'm like, some of them I know, but I'm still learning. But I just read one that was basically along the lines of, you may know it, of not casting judgment on others when have you looked at yourself type thing. And you know the one where it says Jesus drew in the dirt. She was put there was like a sinner, and she was put
are you talking about the fish thing?
No.
Was it when she was at the well?
No.
Was
everybody was going to kill her?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the woman at
the well.
Yeah.
Is it the well?
Yeah, because she like killed her husband or something like that.
Right, like she sinned, but then he was like, have you taken a look real quick? Just real quick, take a look at yourselves.
Right.
Take a look inside.
Like, which one of you guys are not sinners?
And are any of you perfect?
So right.
Oh, okay. Nobody's perfect.
Right.
And they were like, with one line, he stopped everybody from killing her.
Right.
And
yeah.
they were like, okay, bye.
Yeah, no, literally. Like, but that's the thing is like,
and people tend to not do that. Is
no,
like, okay.
And it's like anybody like, and this is probably gonna like anybody that is out here and that is using this like fake ass Christian propaganda that's not real. It's not real, by the way. You've never read the Bible if you don't like understand like to like hate on other people. It's the weirdest thing to me because like every single thing that I've heard that somebody says like, oh well in the Bible it says, I'm like, people are so freaking quick to say Jesus this, Jesus that, Jesus this. I was like, when literally Jesus dying on the cross voided and nulled all of the punishments of the Old Testament. Like the reason Jesus died on the cross was so that he could take the burden and the blame for our sins.
Right.
So we have no right as human beings to be taking Old Testament verses out of context and being like, well, you're sinning because this and you're sinning because that. Like, it's such a strange thing to me because I'm like, everyone, we all fall short of the glory of God. That's literally like all of us. Like it doesn't say we all except for people who go to church every Sunday and make sure
that's the whole point. Everyone.
Everyone.
And I've been seeing, like you said, you know, and even just reading your Bible doesn't make you like, but I do. Yeah. And we do a verse every night and a prayer every night with our family. And, you know, obviously we talk shit on here, we curse, like, but at the end of the day, it's entertainment. At the end of the day, like we know who we are. And I see people that claim, you know, they got the cross tattoos and they claim to be this 100%. And they claim to be that. And they say, you know, they kind of talk about it like they're Christian. And then they do the most heinous shit.
Right.
That I've seen. Yeah. Like ever.
100%.
And publicly do these things.
Right.
And I'm like.
And they just think that like they're absolved because they go to.
I'm like the two don't go hand in hand. Mm-hmm. I was like, I don't understand how you can say this and do this. Yeah. And it's, and that's not the point to just be like completely just a monster and then say, well, God.
Right.
No, it doesn't work like that.
No, because you what happens is you do these things, you feel guilty. Your guilt does not absolve you of your sins.
No.
Your
Nor
guilt
does
will
even
never absolve
I don't
you of your
even think
sins.
saying, because God's on my side. You don't get to say those things and then do horrific things. Right. Everybody can be
because
saved
that's not
and
God
forgiven.
that's on your side. That sounds like it might be the devil.
That's interesting, isn't it? It sounds like you work for the devil and not for God because you are doing shit that is, I'd say evil. Mm-hmm. I'd say straight up evil. Lying.
Well, and I do think that it is the two demographics of people that I mainly see abusing that power are people who are just not barely over the poverty line, but like well off enough to where they're not just like one paycheck away. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, super, super rich people, I don't even think believe in religion. Right. I'm not going to believe that. You're not going to tell me you believe in any sort of thing when you're living the lifestyle that you're living. Like, I don't believe you. But, you know, I feel like it's that demographic of people and also the demographic of people that are like so under the poverty line, but they're also very, very, very uneducated. And I feel like these two groups of people, for some reason, and I don't understand it, for some reason, they use the Bible to like justify their actions instead of like actually reading it to understand what it means.
You know who else I see? There's a subcategory. Yeah. Mentally ill.
Yeah.
And by that I mean narcissists.
Yeah.
BPD, like those types of disorders a lot of times.
Yeah, but generally they come from one of those two places too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're either demonic.
Right.
Like literally like follow and worship the occult, Satan, all kinds of dark witchcraft, like all that shit. Or they have this like persona of being godly, but then they're doing the acts of not just sin, of like evil.
Yeah, like, because there's a difference
and working
between,
with evil people,
like being a sinner and doing sin. Like I have done things, and I will continue in my life to do things that are absolutely selfish and absolutely sinning. Yeah, that's like a part of the human experience, and I'm not trying to justify sin.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, like, I know that I'm going to do fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's just going to happen. I'm a person. However, like, it's just so strange to me that, like, people can do, like, and that's why I try not to, like,
but you self-reflect.
Exactly. It's all about self-reflection. Like, if you're not looking on your actions.
The verse we read last night literally was... Or no, not last night. There was one that was kind of like, if you can't, like, kind of like what I was saying, if you can't look at yourself,
right,
you can't look at others. Like, you have, like, you can't do, like, the one tonight was, it wasn't so much about judgment, but it was about, don't just only think of yourself. Think of others, but also yourself, because you do have to think of yourself, because without yourself or loving yourself or having self-awareness and self-reflection, you can't be the person you need to be.
Right.
But you also need to think of others' best interests and others' feelings and others, like, you know.
Well, it's because, like, your actions have consequences.
Yeah.
And, like, that's what I think a big part of, like, the Bible, like, if you're looking at, like, the 10 Commandments, anything that it's commanded you to do or not to do, or, like, wait, it's like, no, these aren't like, oh, these are rules and you have to, no. The reason that they're there is because if you partake in these activities, like, it is dangerous for you and your mind. Like lustful activities, like, we look at the country that this is created, which is sex sells. How long have we been hearing that? Sex sells. And forever. And now look at what the country has become. Like, even China, they put out that thing where they banned OnlyFans because they said it's a Western disease.
Yep.
And I was like, but it is. It is a Western disease. And, like, it caught up in Australia, and it caught off what is it? Caught on. It caught off.
Cut off.
And it caught on in the UK. And like, those are the places that, like, the three biggest hubs for
Australia banned Bonnie Blue. Like, she's not allowed in the country.
But that's the thing, because it is a disease. The point to which people are taking it is not healthy. It's not okay. Like there are more people that are like this is why we have the male loneliness epidemic, and this is why, because everybody is so, like, hypercritical of other people and trying to find ways to cast judgment, instead of just, like, taking a second and being like, okay, why is everyone acting like this?
Because then people will be like, but you guys judge all the time, and you guys do this.
Hell yeah, I do. I'm a certified hater.
Right. But when we talk about, like, exactly like you said, but why? When we talk about OnlyFans, we talk about what happened to these. Why are these girls doing this? Is it why society got us
happening
here?
To them?
How they got manipulated? What probably happened to them?
Right.
And not just probably, where we have documentation of that one girl, her mom selling her underwear since she was a little girl. Like, there's things that have happened, and then even the ones that, you know, maybe their parents didn't molest them or anything like that, they have other issues.
But even like suggestive or like this or that, and a lot of times they were exposed to sexual things at a very young age,
like, or they're living that fantasy that they think they're going to make millions, and some of them do, and so you only see these 5 girls at the Bop House making millions of dollars, and which, like we said, was like the 0.1% that make that.
It's actually like 0.01,
even worse. But I mean, but we go into the deeper part of it. That's the thing, is I'm not saying that I don't judge, but I judge myself too. I self-reflect. I go, okay, you know, and, you know, even times where I catch myself being hateful, or, you know,
or like having a normal human reaction to a situation, like,
or to a person, or to a behavior, where you're gonna be like, dude, you're fucking a piece of shit that needs help. And then you're like, okay, maybe that person has literally nothing and no one, or which doesn't excuse it, but you might be able to understand it better.
Like I can completely understand, like, so I listen to a lot of true crime, obviously, and so I said obviously, like,
because
it's kind of obvious.
All crazy girls do
listen to true crime. So what? Get off my back about it. But they talk about how a lot of times...
No, we will not turn this into a true crime podcast. No, but we may talk about it sometimes.
Occasionally, but no, we're not going to do true crime only.
Played out and so oversaturated. I can't,
because I literally would, like, I couldn't handle it. Like, I couldn't handle looking that stuff up all the time.
It's so... It's so oversaturated.
But even the ones that I listen to, like I purposefully choose the ones that are really, really censored and they don't go into a lot of details about the murder.
Like, let's just be
because murder porn is weird.
Yeah,
it's weird. That's weird that you want to hear exactly how many times somebody stabbed a child. Like that's fucking weird. But like, I choose those on purpose, but I couldn't handle like looking that stuff up. I couldn't handle it. Like I know that I couldn't, and so
yeah, because nobody wants to hear about the...
Yeah. Well, people do.
No, nobody wants to hear about the non-crazy shit. Like, they want to hear the craziest shit.
Stuff.
So it's not like you can just sit there and talk about, you know...
Yeah, like a person did a thing and now they're in jail.
This person and like, like they want some fucking vile shit.
So I like that they tell the background story of a lot of the criminals.
Okay.
Because, and they also say, like one of the main ones I listen to is called Morbid. They also say... And you know what? It's okay to feel bad for that little boy. It's okay to feel bad for that little boy that
the killer.
But it does not excuse the actions that he took as a man.
Right.
Like, and I agree with that so much because like I have that kind of heart. Like it is nearly impossible for me not to be able to empathize with the situation. Like if you had like a rough upbringing, like I understand what that's like. And so like I empathize with that very, very greatly. But like, I also had a really rough upbringing and I don't treat people like shit.
Correct.
So
it's not an excuse for you.
It's not an excuse because you choose different. The reason that I am different than my upbringing is because I deliberately chose different.
We all have free will. That's the best part is it doesn't even matter where you came from, what you did, what was done to you.
Yeah.
It's a choice. Yeah. And the choice might not be easy.
Right.
And it might not be clear and you may not know any better.
Yeah.
But there's still a choice.
Yeah.
Like I just posted, I was like, you know, I don't know, it turned off the audio, but it was a really good clip about raising children, not just parenting children.
Yeah.
And I put, you know, when that happened, when Logan's dad took his life in front of us, I had a choice. And the choice was, which in the beginning, like I said, I wasn't doing well. I didn't know how to navigate through that.
Yeah.
But with lots of help and self-reflection and therapy, I figured it out. But I had a choice. I was like, either, because that could have defined Logan's future. Mine too, but Logan was little. Right. So had I gone the path of, I'm going to start drinking. I'm going to numb my feelings. I'm going to numb my feelings. I'm not going to address it. Yeah. I'm going to become a mess.
Yeah.
And now Logan's going to sit with the trauma. He wouldn't have gone to therapy. He would have been traumatic. Like, what if choosing that path created like a fucking serial killer or another like BPD situation? Or,
well, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much
what I mean.
What
like
my mom
I had
did,
a choice, right? So I chose. I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight for myself. I'm going to fight for him.
Yeah.
And had I not done that or been in a different position where I couldn't handle that or maybe didn't have the support that I had as far as like emotional support from friends and family.
Right.
Who knows? Me and him could be fucking in like the street right now because I went cuckoo and I couldn't handle the flashbacks. Because there was a point where I was like, I'm starting to get a little fucking weird. Yeah. And I told my therapist and she's like, where's the gun? And I was like, I'm not there.
No.
Because that's her first question. She's like, I know you have guns in the house. Where are they? I was like, no. I was like, I'm feeling that way, but I'm not like,
but
there.
Yeah.
And she's like,
there's
okay,
like
well, let's stop
a point to where like you don't actually want to die, but like you want to kill what's going on.
Yeah. And I'm like, I can't. And maybe, I mean, there's a point where I was like, maybe Logan's better off, Logan and Bradley. Bradley's older, so it's a little different. But I was like, where I'm all fucked. I thought that I was going to be fucked up forever.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean, a lot of people are.
I was like, they could maybe have somebody stable. Right. I mean, I wouldn't say I was unstable. I was going to work. I was living my life. Like my house was clean.
Well, yeah,
people were fed. Like I wasn't like completely
like
right. But I wasn't
mentally stable. Yeah.
I wasn't like neglecting them or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it, you know, you have a choice.
Right.
You have a choice, and people might say, well, I didn't have a choice because I couldn't handle it. And it's like, you still have a choice.
Yeah, you still do have a choice. And you have a choice right now.
Right.
Like, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, all the people are like, well, I didn't have a choice. Okay, maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't. Maybe, like, in my mom's case, when she was 14 years old, her dad shot her up for the first time. God. Okay. She was 14. He had no idea how to handle what had happened to her.
Right.
Well, I don't know if this is true. It's just alleged, but allegedly something really horrific happened to her. Like, it's alleged and it has like a lot to do with my family. So I'm not going to like, because I don't know if it's true. I do think that it is.
Was he trying to help her in a sick way?
Yes, he was trying in a sick way. He was trying to help her because what she had gone through was so traumatic that she had to leave the state of Oklahoma. Jeez. Like, she had to go live with her dad in Texas. And and I had always heard rumors, like whispers amongst the family, because like I had hyperlexia when I was really little. So like that includes not only reading at a high level, but comprehending. So I did understand what people were talking about, even though they didn't think that I understood what they were talking about because I was so young.
Right.
And so like he did that to her for the first time. So let's say, no, she didn't have a choice about getting addicted. Okay, that's totally fine. You didn't have a choice. Right. However, there were so many other times that she had gotten sober, that this and that. And like, granted, a couple of the times, she didn't have a choice again. But
to him
today,
having a choice.
Exactly. But right now, today, you have a choice.
You have a choice.
Tomorrow, you have a choice.
100%.
The next day, every single day, you have a choice to continue living the lifestyle that you're living or change it.
Yeah.
Every single day you have a choice. So like when people are sitting here like, I don't have a choice, like unless you are literally held captive, then you have a choice.
And with that being said, if you're doing something right now that you know is wrong,
right,
you have a choice.
Right.
Stop.
Exactly.
That's it. Stop.
Or deal with the consequences of it.
Right.
Like those are the two actions.
There is nothing out there that is not going to have a consequence, whether it be immediate, whether it be a real consequence, like legally, or it be the way your life goes. Like you're gonna have a consequence.
There always is. And it's like those people that like go around their whole lives like using other people and like, just like being like a playboy, a Casanova, like a, I don't know what the equivalent of that as a girl is. That's not like more derogatory sounding, but like
a hoe.
Like a hoe. But that's not. I mean, like a whatever. I wasn't a succubus. You're using people's energies, okay?
Yeah.
So when you live your life that way, like you don't realize until like you've gotten older how lonely you are.
Because even if you're surrounded by people, you're lonely.
You're lonely because you never actually took the time to be vulnerable and form real connections with people. And so you're going to be lonely
married
for the rest of your life.
You're so lonely.
And that's something that I never have to worry about. I don't have to worry about that. Like,
especially if you destroyed it by being a piece of shit.
Exactly. I never have to worry about being lonely. I never have to worry about being lonely because I have genuine connections with people. And if I'm ever feeling down, I know that I can be like, hey, genuine friend who actually genuinely knows me, this is what's on my heart.
This is how I didn't go jump into some guy's arms when this happened, which a lot of women that I was in contact with who went through this, because people reach out, I went through this, did that.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I felt so alone. I never felt alone.
Well, because sex is also a drug.
I never felt alone.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, and I will say, like, vulnerability is hard. It's difficult, but it's worth it. And like a lot of people are like, well, they're going to make fun. Yeah. Some people are going to make fun of you. Yeah. Some people are going to be mean to you. Some people are going to be assholes. Some people are going to deliberately try to bring you down. They're going to talk shit about you. They're going to hate you. They're going to do all these things. But guess what?
And how sad for those people.
None of that matters. How sad for those people. Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel so sad for anybody that is literally like preying on my downfall. Because one, it's not going to work. Sorry. I'm
preying on
how many times do I have to say I'm highly favored? Like, I just am like, because I have a good heart. Like,
there's gotta be something in them that is just so empty,
right? Like there's a void that you're trying to fill.
There's a void, and you're not like tricking anybody to thinking you have a fulfilled life. That's what I always say is you're not having a fulfilled life.
My nose ring is like bothering the frick out of me, and I keep looking like I'm picking my nose, but I swear to God,
I literally say I look like a weirdo all the time because I swear I'm allergic to like my makeup. But if you have a fulfilled life, you are not concerned with
what other people are doing,
others, and bringing them down.
100%.
Now, do I feel like exposing the truth, like this whole Epstein thing. Like, should truths be exposed? Yes. But should lies? No. Should slander? No. Should trying to bring people down because maybe you don't like them or you're mad at them? Absolutely not.
No, people should
not the same.
It shouldn't be. Okay, I don't believe in revenge.
Interesting.
I don't believe in revenge. I don't believe that there's like anything in the world. Like, okay, like maybe like if I had a kid and you like harmed them, I could understand that because like the maternal instinct I know like kicks in. But like in my personal experience, I've never been in a situation where I took it into my hands and it turned out the way that I thought that it would.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like nothing has ever turned that way. And I find that if you just let people give themselves their own karma, they will. Yeah. And it'll be way worse than anything you can like think of.
They'll dig themselves into a hole that they don't even realize they're digging themselves in. Yeah. And you just keep receipts. And
it's so sad. And I'm never going to be a hateful and mean person.
I can
just because.
Oh yeah, not just because.
Just because,
not like, just because. I let people. I give them.
Yeah. No, I will. Time. I will take it. I will take it further than that. Like if I have like a blow up or whatever, the next interaction you have with me, I will be so fucking kind, and that's how it works for me. Because I kill them. I literally do kill with kindness. Like because it. Oh my gosh, they don't ever know what to do with it.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%.
It's sick.
I find that if I feel, my discernment. You have it too. Mm-hmm. Feeling about someone. Mm-hmm. I don't just jump to that.
No.
I know it's there. I feel it. I'm aware. Right. But I don't judge and go, I hate this person.
Right.
I don't do that.
Right.
I give it time. I give opportunity. And when I see patterned over and over certain things, I'm like, okay, so I was right.
Pattern recognition.
And hate's a strong word. It's not necessarily hate, but I knew, and you've proven it. Right. So I don't just go off of that. You have to prove that I'm right.
Right. Like I don't hate you. I just don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't like you. I feel indifferent about you, really.
And I know what you're doing. And I know that I have you figured out.
Yeah.
You're not hard to figure out because like a lot of times when people are a certain type of way or just like a nasty, bad human, they think they're fooling people, and it's like not. People like us, or I can say that with. I can be conceited about that. I can say that with confidence. People like us, there's certain people, because there's
that
things,
have the discernment.
even Tyler's like, how did you notice that? Or how'd you pick up on that? And he's like, I didn't see that. I'll see somebody write something, type something, post literally something, and I have it fucking, I'm like, they did this because of this, this, and this. And he's like, whoa, dude, what? And then he's like,
how'd you know that?
And I'm like, well, I pieced it together in about 5 seconds. I also, our ADHD, I think, has something to do with that.
Definitely helps.
I don't know.
But also when you have been in an environment where your survival was dependent on the emotions and reactions of figuring shit out, exactly, then you just have it in you. Like, I feel like anybody that's been in a relationship with a narcissist at all, or people that have narcissistic tendencies,
literally pick up on
they can pick up on things because that is how they survived.
Oh, what kind of mood are they in today? Oh, what did they make a face? Oh, how do they feel about this?
Exactly. It's so like, oh my gosh, like, people. Should I wear my hair like this? Like, oh my God, what if I do this? Like, what if it's literally the simplest things. Did I blink 3 times too much? Like,
yes, I think we're at a point where, and we'll end it on this. I think we're at a point where I've done it with people I've never met. Mm-hmm. And still I was able to pick up
like almost immediately
my discernment. And it's like, it's not, and even if you want to go in a spiritual direction, I will literally feel it in my gut. Mm-hmm. I will feel it in my body that something's off.
Yeah.
Every time.
I understand. I understand it as well. It's just this thing. It's a survival instinct. And I feel like it's really important for people to hone in on it. Like,
and maybe everybody has that, but they don't.
Yeah. But you have to believe in yourself.
Yeah, you have to believe in yourself.
That's what it is.
And again, if you feel like everyone is just bad and you hate everyone.
Yeah, then that's like not.
Yeah. But I've yet to be wrong. I have yet to be wrong.
I've witnessed a couple of them.
Ever.
And so, yeah.
And sometimes I fight for it. Sometimes sometimes I go, you know what? I'm going to, like you said, back off and it will play out.
Right.
And I don't have anything to do with it. But because I voice that, a lot of times people think I have something to do.
Right.
They're like, did you? I'm like, I just simply go, you know what? It will play out how it plays out, and it has yet to fucking be wrong.
I know. That's the
shockingly. Like, it shocks.
Yeah.
I'm telling you to the point where it's I don't want to say scares me, but like
honestly,
there's times
FBI,
where
I'm expecting a job application sent to me.
Seriously. I think that
Right,
dude,
now.
there's times where I don't want to be right.
There's times I wish I wasn't right.
Right. And then we are. And I'm like,
No,
I'm glad that I'm right and my feeling was right because I know that now I can trust myself.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate.
I always react. I'm like,
You know what I was right about from the
from the jump. No, literally, that's immediately
5
what I
times
thought.
since I've known you, probably.
Yeah.
I've been like this, and this, and
Yeah.
I'm like, and everybody's telling me like, oh,
This
no,
isn't.
this,
No,
this.
literally, there's one situation that when we were first getting to know each other, that you were like, this and this and that and this and this, and you're like,
And I'm
I
like, it
bet
just doesn't
this and
feel
that's
right.
gonna
Yeah.
happen, and it happened, and I was like,
And then,
yeah, yep.
and then I knew
Yeah.
who was literally made a comment on something.
And then it was,
once.
like, very
and
obvious.
I knew, and I was not
Yeah,
unsure.
yeah,
And then it played out.
yeah. I love it. I love it because it's like,
And people are like, how do you know? And I'm like, I don't. It's not psychic shit because that's demonic. But it's a feeling.
Yeah.
It's honing in on the feeling that you know. And you have to learn. Like you said, you have to learn it. You have to know what to do.
Okay, wait. Let me say something about the psychic stuff. Because
It's demonic.
who was the coat of many colors?
The what?
Who was it? Jacob or David?
I'm
the
not,
coat of many colors.
I cannot
Anyways.
do the memorization like you can. I'm getting
it's
there.
one of them. It's one of them.
It's getting there.
Whoever had the Joseph. It was Joseph.
Yeah. Okay. I actually do know that.
Okay.
I actually do know that. I'm
Joseph communicated with God through visions in his dream, and that's how he knew that he was going.
Not the
that's
same
how
as
he
psychic.
predicted the famines. Yeah, and so, but that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's not the same as like this psychic weird shit.
But I think that's yes.
I do think that like visions, dreams, like
okay.
stuff like that, I do
Could be
think
God
could
and-
be God.
yeah.
Yeah. But again, that's where the discernment comes in.
Right, because you can't let it dictate what you do because free will is now
Exactly.
affected and he will never affect free will. So you
Right.
have to know if something's telling you
Right.
specifically to do something.
Yeah.
Like when these people are like, like I was told to kill
Yeah.
this person.
Yeah.
That's the devil.
No.
That's the devil.
God
you have to know.
even asked Mary for permission for her to carry Jesus. So God's not going to command you to do
can't-
something.
He doesn't mess with
God's
free will.
going to say, God's going to come to you and he's going to say, this is the life that I have laid out for you. Is this what you want to do?
Literally
and
Adam
then
and
you
Eve.
follow it or you don't.
Literally.
Like that's
Started with them. He was
Yeah.
like,
yeah, like
you have a choice. Again,
Yeah.
we're back to choices.
Yeah.
And she was tricked.
yeah.
Eve was tricked.
Well,
I
it
was
wasn't
just
even
reading
that.
this story.
It wasn't even that. Well, so this is the part. Like God did not tell Eve not to eat from that tree,
but
God
then
told
when-
Adam.
Yes, and I just read that because
Yeah.
she was tricked though
Yeah.
to do it and saying that this is good. So
Right. So she didn't know that she
didn't
wasn't
know-
supposed to
right,
eat from that tree.
But when he did it,
He
because she
knew,
said
yeah,
to do it,
Yeah.
he knowingly,
Right. It was his job to go to God at that moment, but instead of going
Yes,
to God, he
yes,
ate the fruit
yes,
anyway.
yes.
So that's where
Because in my study Bible, it like kind
Yeah.
of break like you read
Yeah.
the regular like scripture and then it breaks it down a little bit
Right.
and like kind of because obviously everybody has different interpretations,
Uh-huh.
but it talks about it like in detail.
Right. And that's what I
And-
like. It's because a lot of times people are like, well, if it wasn't for Eve, I was like, no.
No,
It-
that's wrong.
That's
Yeah.
incorrect. It's not. It is the moment, and I think people miss that of the story. It's not that she ate. It's not the serpent. It has nothing to do with any of that. The second she went to Adam and said, "I ate of this fruit. I now know that I'm naked. If you
Right.
eat of it too,
Right.
you'll know that
And he
you're
was
naked
like,
as well."
Okay.
He was like, well, I mean, if you already
Yeah.
did, but God didn't give the command to Eve.
Yes.
He gave the command to Adam. And so like everything could have been like, you know,
Different.
whatever different if Adam had just been like, "Hey God, this bitch ate the fruit. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, she's like my helper, like my wife or whatever. Like, did you tell her? Like,
Right.
are we on the same page? Why can she eat of the fruit and I can't? Like,
Right.
why? What's going on?" And
Right.
then God would have been like, "She got deceived, brother.
Yep.
Like,
Right.
that's it. That's it." And
Right.
then, and then what? I don't know. Women don't exist. I don't know. Like,
I think they would still exist, and I think that
no.
I think that No, I think they'd still exist.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think
it was how free will, the free will has to be there. It just has to be there. And even, I was reading about today, I don't know how I got on this.
Yeah.
Like, I was in like the circumcision section.
Okay.
But they were talking about how that's like a symbol,
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I have mixed feelings about that.
Yeah.
But, and how they're saying that if you live that righteous life though, you don't have to physically do that.
Right.
Because if somebody physically does that and doesn't live that righteous life, they are the same as someone that didn't physically do it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I was, and I thought that was really interesting because it's like, okay, yeah, that you do this physical act, but that doesn't just set you, you're not like, oh, well, I did that. I it's separation and I did it. I showed with my physical body that I am committed and that, I physically did something well, it's usually a baby. So it was physically done to them.
Yeah.
And they're like it states if you're acting like an asshole, it doesn't matter if you fucking cut your foreskin off.
Yeah.
You're still an asshole. And you are literally the same as someone that didn't do it. But if they are not circumcised and they're acting righteous, it's the same as being circumcised.
Right.
So it's not the physical act. At the end of the day, like we were saying, going to church is not the physical. That's the physical act. If you're acting like an asshole all the time and then you go to church, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, because it doesn't say if you confess with your mouth, then Jesus is Lord. It says if you confess with your mouth and believe in your heart and accept Christ as
correct.
Like it's not just one. Because if I just went around and said Jesus is Lord and that got me into heaven and like my inside actions didn't matter at all, okay, then weird.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
Like,
or like if I because it's like faith without works is pointless.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like but it also says like you just need the smallest amount of faith, like of a mustard seed. So it's like all of this stuff is just so like crazy to think about. But I do think this is going to segue really nicely into what we talk about next week about the culty churchies. You hear your child out there?
What are they doing? Yes, it is. Yeah. It is because we're talking about all this and then, we're fully aware of the corruption, the cults, the sexual abuse. Like we're not in denial about that. Right. It has nothing to do with, being the bad Christians that we are.
No. And I just think that it's also like
I laugh at you when you say that about me, by the way, people.
Yeah. Like someone, I just don't care. Like,
no, not at all.
Honestly, I just don't like,
we'll see where you are and we'll see where we are at the end of times. And
we'll go from there. It's totally fine. And like, if we wake up and this has all been a simulation, then, great, because I would rather be wrong.
Yeah.
I'd rather be wrong.
Well, one time a guy, I'll end it on, well, yes, exactly. Yeah. I'll end it on this. I had one time kind of, I don't like to get in the comment battles, but I had, talked about men lusting over women. And also I saw a meme that said, just because I like something or comment on something doesn't mean I'm going through it. I was like, I'm not talking about my husband. I agree with this reel, which was about like lusting, like looking at other women when you're out with your partner type thing, lusting at women. Yeah. And I said, when a man does that, and I was speaking of past experiences, you don't forget. Yeah. You don't forget. Right. Even if you're fine, right. You don't forget that it happens. Yeah, no, you don't. And it affects things. And somebody said, oh, that's funny you say that because, again, what's the only thing they can say? They literally don't say tattoos. They don't say cursing. They say your boobs. Yeah. And I said, okay, fair enough. Yeah. I can assess that initial judgment. And he goes, and I said, well, it's not like I have to wear a potato sack to, and I was like, and I don't have to prove myself to you, first of all. Right. But, I said, and I did see, I said, maybe certain pictures don't need to be pinned and this and that. And I kind of rearranged things, not because of him, but later down the line. But I went, there's like 4, if you really look at my page, the Heather Unfiltered, the public one, there's like 4 pictures. Yeah. 4. Yeah. That are like cleavage. And like, I think it would I'd probably say a fair assessment's like,
I hope someone doesn't see you in real life.
I know. I think the fair assessment's like 3 to 10.
What are you supposed to chop them off?
Like 3 to 10 though. The rest are, I'm wearing t-shirts. I'm wearing jackets. I'm wearing tank tops that are like up to here. So I'm like, you only noticed.
Yeah.
So what does that say about you? I was like, the 3 pictures, unless you scrolled the whole page and ignored.
Yeah.
I'm literally in some of them wearing something that's like up to here.
Yeah.
I'm like, and crazy. Ignored all the rest.
Right.
So what does that say?
Right. About you as a person.
Yeah. I was like, I just looked at my own page and there's, I'd say like 3 to 10. They're there.
Yeah.
But
there's photos of me on the internet where I'm literally wearing a mesh shirt and pasties.
Right.
It's hot.
But
what do you want to do about it?
Like, people are going to notice I'm a devil bad Christian. People are going to notice that and not the like 50 of you in a t-shirt.
Yeah. Or like,
so it's like
on some of my photos, I literally cover it says parental explicit. So
right.
It's covered.
Right.
I'm like, granted, was that an artistic choice?
People
Absolutely,
are reaching.
But
people are reaching. People
so
are reaching.
Far.
That's pretty much all we get is.
I'm glad they're reaching for something.
Boobs.
What?
You're thick. You're chubby.
Reach for the stars. That's why they're reaching for us. Oh yeah, I love when people call me.
And you're bad Christians.
Names. I'm like, okay, and now what?
Yeah.
And now what? Okay, now that you said that, do you feel better? Does it make you feel good about yourself?
Yeah.
Do you feel good? Okay, good. Then we're all happy here.
We don't care.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Is just like I've never been judged or insulted by someone who was even remotely on my level. So,
oh yeah, a lot of times I'm like,
that's never happened.
Fucking
like intellectually, like you might be able to match me in one category, but there's no way you're matching me in all categories, and that makes people really upset, especially because I am a thicker plus size woman with giant fucking anime titties that jiggle when I breathe.
When Tyler, some of the people I see that roast Tyler, I'm like, you are actually fucking kidding.
Yeah.
Like you should be scared to roast somebody else. Like you're not nervous to do that. Yeah. Like what?
I'm like, okay, that's cute.
I'm like, what?
They're like, yeah.
Well, aside from the fact that like half the time, even us when we get roasted, there's 0 followers, 0 pictures, 0 following, or they're following people, but 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, no posts, no picture, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
They would never say it to
and
my
again,
face.
we know probably who some of those people are. Let's be fucking real.
I think one of my
page made like 3 days ago.
I
last
like
month.
Megan Thee Stallion a lot, and so a lot is relative. There's some of her music that I listen. There's no one I don't listen to any singers, but there is this one song that she has, and she says, "I don't give a fuck who talked behind my back because the bitch knew better than to let me hear it."
Exactly.
And I'm like, yeah, because you would never say it's my face. You would never say it's my face.
Exactly. Not only that, but especially behind a fucking computer, and it's like, get a life.
Yeah.
Like I don't be having time to like.
No, I literally do not have the time. Like if I
this
did,
is like hard for us to make time to do. There's times we're like, shit, we can't do it on Monday.
No, if it weren't for Heather, no, you guys. If it weren't for Heather and our social media, like I literally it takes so much for me to get on there and like give a fuck about people saying things. Like I'm like, I just can't. You guys are literally retarded. Like I'm sorry.
It's
like
so bad.
I'm so sorry.
That's why we have a social media person too that replies for us sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to have, you got to have legal counsel. You got to have publicists. You got to have social media people.
No, literally, it's crazy that we have to have producers, legal casters, social media people. What bodyguards? Like,
sometimes, legal counsel is no fun because there could be shit going on. And they're like, shut the fuck up. We have receipts. We have things laid out. We know what we're doing. Shut the fuck up. And I'm like, but I don't want to. But I want to call people out. But I want to address it. And they're like, no, don't address it and shut the fuck up. And I'm like,
yeah, that's true.
Fine.
I agree with that. Because I do have some friends that are lawyers, if you will. And I always go to them for legal advice.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, can we talk about blah, 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 blah? And I'll blah 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 for you.
Well, that's why for our podcast it can't be a friend because we need like full objection to tell us like no bitch,
unbiased, like you can or cannot say or do this.
So we have our own
Which is so weird to think about, but you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So I think that's a good place to end.
So
I think
don't fuck with us.
Yeah, just don't. Like I mean, you can try. Like I respect any trying. If you know what, I'm glad that there is something in the world that you're willing to put effort into.
Right.
That, you know, if you maybe directed it somewhere
with those
else
around us too. That's included in our statement.
Exactly. Like if you just directed it somewhere else, I'm sure
somewhere positive
that you could be successful in something. Like you know, maybe even your dad might be proud of you. Like I don't know. I don't know.
Right. Maybe your husband
never
or
had
wife
a dad,
might
so I don't understand
also
that one, but
be proud to be with you.
Yeah. You know. Just
if you even have one.
Just thoughts.
And the ones that do.
Sorry. But yeah, so I guess
subscribe, like, follow, share, whatever.
Comment.
Unfollow, block.
Don't
really care.
Unfollow, block, unblock, view, follow again, unblock a second time, then block me again. And then after you're done with that, just unblock me again. And then I'm going to try to catch you and you got me quicker and I'm blocked again. Dang it. But I'll get you next time.
I got quick with one and I finally blocked the bitch. But I will say we've been pretty good with the screenshots and receipts of TikTok views.
I love playing that game because I'm like, who's gonna block who? And I never think about it. I finally
got the bitch blocked, and I was like, dude, and it wasn't even because of luck. Well, yes, it was luck. I didn't look them up, but they showed up on my suggested again, so I knew that means they unblocked me. Yeah. And I fucking went so. I literally felt myself. I was like. I felt like so scared.
You know what's creepy is like
I was like, I'm gonna click it. It's gonna say page not available. I'm gonna fucking flip.
I knew that I was getting cyber stalked whenever like their videos started popping up on my For You page all the time. I'm like, I've 100% never looked as much. I didn't even know your last name until
I never thought about your ugly face, and I don't want to see it. Like.
Yeah, but that's really the
Go
end.
get yourself some lip filler and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so just don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and
see, that's one of those things they tell me to shut the fuck up on.
Tasty Gains, creatine gummies.
Stop trying to change this.
They're so tasty.
Hey, you don't even need lip filler. Just overfill.
Yeah,
the
just
line.
Do the
just
line.
Put a line.
Just learn how to do makeup.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's easy. Bye.
Bye. Oh my god. They're like, Heather, shut up about it. And you're like, I will.